Welcome to Mass Hire Merrimack Valley Career Center. You're welcome to visit either of our two offices, our main office in Lawrence or our satellite office in Haverhill, located at Northern Essex Community College, where we offer limited services. You can also use any of the other 29 career centers in the Massachusetts One-Stop Career Center system. Mass Hire Merrimack Valley is operated through a collaboration between Northern Essex Community College and Mass Hire Department of Career Services. We also partner with other organizations, which allows us to be familiar with the services they offer, which may benefit our customers. Finding a job is a full-time commitment? No kidding. An active job search is a full-time commitment which most people find harder than working. We can help. Our staff is dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. We have counselors, recruiters, and workshop staff who create trainings on popular job search topics. Our resource room provides office support tools and resources. I mentioned our community partners. We also have connections with employers. We have a business service unit, which works directly with area companies. We can post jobs on the state job bank called JobQuest. We can set up individual recruitments with or without screening interviews, as well as organizing job fairs and trainings. If your next job is in HR, maybe we can help. The way we work with job seekers and employers is by industry sector teams made up of a business service representative, a recruiter, and a counselor. We will ask you what job you were doing and what sort of company you worked for, so we can have you meet with the team members most knowledgeable about your industry. Customers can get assistance on the multilingual website. You can access Career Center documents in multiple language on the website, and on the toll-free phone number, customers can speak with an interpreter for general information on UI Online or to schedule a Career Center seminar. You're welcome to visit the site if these services will help you. These are the community resources our customers ask about most frequently. I would particularly like to call your attention to the last item on the list, the 211 flyer. 211 on the telephone acts just like 411. It is for information. In this case, information regarding community resources. This service can help you locate resources in your area. Please feel free to share this information if you know someone else who can use it. In recognition of the sacrifices made by men and women in the United States Armed Forces and their spouses, the Massachusetts Workforce Development System and Mass Hire Career Centers acknowledge them as our heroes at home. All veteran customers and eligible spouses receive priority of service in any federally funded Career Center activity. Any of our staff will assist veterans, and each office has a dedicated Veterans Employment Representative who is himself a veteran. They have specialized knowledge and access to services which are particularly targeted towards assisting any veteran job seeker with a significant barrier to employment. They also act as a resource to other staff who may be working with veterans. We also partner with other groups and offer many veterans events. A little bit about unemployment. We are fortunate enough the unemployment office sends someone here every day to assist with claims. If you have tried to reach unemployment by calling the 6800 number that's published, you know the call center is busy. The best bet is either to go online very early in the morning to request a callback, or to visit the representative here if you need to speak with a human about a claim. The representatives are in this office Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 3:30, and on Thursdays from 10:30 to 3:30. You can also do self-service on UI Online, which is easily accessible on the website. Please be aware, If you are requesting unemployment benefits, you are required to be able and available to work, to be actively searching for work, to conduct that search on a minimum of 3 different days per week, to report any wages that you earn, and that unemployment requires work search logs to demonstrate your work search activity. They can ask to see your logs at any time. We work with customers with disabilities. We have some assistive equipment available and work with partner agencies like Massachusetts Commission for the Blind and Mass Rehabilitation Commission. Sometimes we see customers who are on disability and have a ticket to work and need help planning how to re-enter the workforce. If you or someone you know can use help with career planning or job search, you're welcome to use our services. We work with young adults. We work with youth in different ways. For in-school youth, we run a summer jobs program which we publicize through the high schools in the cities where we have employers and are running the program. For out-of-school youth, we can help them pursue high school equivalency or other training. We also provide career counseling, job search assistance, and offer other services through partners including Job Corps. The Work Opportunity Tax Credit Program provides money in the form of tax credits to companies that hire job seekers from any of 9 targeted groups who currently face barriers to employment. Some of the targeted job seeker groups are qualified veterans, people with disabilities, some long-term unemployed job seekers, recipients of temporary assistance, vocational rehabilitation referrals. There are others that you have a flyer. You can request additional information from our front desk. If you think this may apply to you, we can talk with you about how you can use this program as a bargaining tool in your job search. Services to migrant seasonal farm workers and agricultural workers are very similar to the services we provide to any job seekers who come through our doors. If you know someone who has worked in agriculture on a seasonal basis, say they went and lived in Wareham for the cranberry growing season, they were growing, harvesting, packaging cranberries, and then went home. That's a migrant seasonal farm worker, and please, you're welcome to let them know that they can come in and get assistance with their job search. Sometimes once you start a job search, you discover that there's some piece that's missing from your skill set or your credentials that's getting in your way, that you really are going to need to attend some school. The Career Center's ability to provide funding assistance for training is based on the need for training. We can always help with employment counseling to assist you to determine your next steps. Your first step is to do a little research on your own, create a resume with your current skills, then request an appointment to meet with a counselor if you think you are going to need training. Whether you are paying for training yourself, taking out loans, or receiving a Career Center grant, you must have the permission of the Department of Unemployment Assistance if you have an unemployment claim and plan to go to school. You may be eligible for additional weeks of benefit and also to have your work search requirement waived while you are attending school if you are in full-time approved training. You must submit the application to the Department of Unemployment Assistance by or before the 20th payable week of your benefits. They must receive information from your school and approve it based on the fact that it's full-time and that it enhances skills for jobs that are in demand, meaning people get jobs when they get through with this training. Again, they don't make any payments for you. The Career Center sometimes can help. If you are filing an unemployment claim and plan to go to school, please speak with somebody promptly. Another way that sometimes people receive funding assistance for training is through the trade program. If your job has been affected by foreign competition or production, the service you provided moved overseas, If you worked for a trade certified company, you may be eligible for benefits including financial assistance for job training and possible extension of your unemployment benefits. Since strict deadlines apply for obtaining some of the benefits under the Trade Adjustment Assistance programs, especially for trade readjustment allowance, it is important you let us know immediately if this applies to you. For additional information and or to obtain a listing of TAA certified companies, ask the Career Center staff immediately about these benefits. National Dislocated Worker Grants assist customers who are affected by large-scale layoffs caused by unexpected economic events. Perhaps your company moved to another state. National Dislocated Worker Grants help customers by providing funding assistance for training, career development, and job placement. A list of current National Dislocated Worker Grants companies is available upon request. If you believe you may be eligible, ask a Career Center staff person immediately. Our front desk staff can access an updated list of companies. At the start of this presentation, I told you the Career Center can help with an active job search. I'll give you some information you can use right away and mention some specific workshops we offer that may be of help to you. A job search that follows the process outlined here results in a less stressful process and often a better match. The first step in this job search is to do a self-assessment. It is useful for you to figure out, first of all, how much do you need to bring into the house to pay your bills? What other things are going to make this work for you? Do you need time to be available for small children or taking care of elderly parents? And then also, what do you have to offer? What are your skills? What are your personal attributes that make you of value in the workplace? Once you have really thought about your side of it, you want to look at labor market information and see how well do your skills and expectations match with what an employer is looking for in order to fill that position. The labor market information will tell you the salary range for the job, whether the job is growing or shrinking, and what skills and personal traits relate to job performance. We can help you find this information, and we can also help you translate that information into a good marketing tool, which is your resume. We do have a number of resume workshops, from a very basic, I've never written one, I have no clue where to start, to one which is how do I make sure that this is going to scan properly with an applicant tracking system, and how can I tweak this to make the best possible impression. A cover letter is an introduction to your resume. It tells where you saw the job, what the job is, how you meet the qualifications, and basically you ask for something. Again, we do have a free 2-hour workshop on producing cover letters. Paper applications are pretty much a thing of the past. They are all online. They're very inflexible. A lot of people get frustrated with them because they take a long time to complete. Networking is something that's not always well understood, but honestly, you want to try to understand it and make the most of it. 60 to 70% of most people's job search efforts should be devoted to networking. If you are a mature worker, maybe 95 to 100% of your work search is going to be devoted to networking. It's perfectly logical when you think of it. The employers are trying to hire carefully, and if you have someone who is speaking for you, who says basically, I worked next to this person and I would do it again because I know that he or she comes in and gets her work done and they show up every day, I'm not going to be picking up this person's slack. That's huge for an employer. That one step right there is really, really important. All of these things are to get you to that interview. If you have not interviewed successfully recently, you may want to get help. We do have an interview workshop. You're welcome to attend. It is free. We also have one on negotiating offers and salaries. The interviewing now is mostly what is called behavioral interviewing. If you've not run into it before, it can be really stressful if you're not prepared. So I encourage you certainly take advantage of our free workshops. Once you have received and accepted an offer and you're going to be starting that new job, please do let us know. It helps us because we extract labor market information from it, and also we really like to hear good news. The Individual Needs Assessment, or INA, is in your folder. This is a tool we would like you to use to help determine which services may benefit you. Bring this completed form with you when you come in to meet with us. This page gives you resources for labor market information. There are several different ways you can learn more about an occupation. You may be researching a job you'd like to train for, gathering ideas to create a resume, or searching for other job titles that use a lot of the same skills you've been using. If you've never looked at a labor market information website, I suggest starting with one of the first two sites, Mass Career Information System or ONET. Here you will find information, as I mentioned on the previous slide, about salary, about growth, about the number of open positions in a job, and it is a really good place to start. I have mentioned several different workshops as I've been talking to you, and certainly if you would like to attend any of them, we would be happy to see you. You do need to reserve a seat. So please, in order to attend a workshop, register in advance by either coming in person and speaking with someone at the front desk or calling the number that's on the screen. The 978-722-7000 is our Lawrence front desk. They can schedule you for workshops in Lawrence or in Haverhill. We do put out a calendar every month. They are online on our Mass Hire website. And we also have paper ones available in the resource room in Haverhill and at the front desk in Lawrence. You do have a list of workshop topics in your packet, but of course no time or place because that changes. The workshops do begin promptly at the scheduled time, so please plan to arrive about 15 minutes before the start time so that you have time to check in at the front desk and you're ready when they call the roster. If you're scheduled for something here as a courtesy to other job seekers, please let us know as soon as you know if you're not going to be able to make it. Mass Hire JobQuest is the state's online job bank. It's similar to other online job search websites. If you are filing an unemployment claim, be aware that they do consider registering on JobQuest to be part of your unemployment eligibility. Once you know your resume is a good marketing tool, you can upload it to JobQuest, and there are many other activities that you can complete on this site. This is the picture of the home page of JobQuest. You can register on this site using the job seeker ID number that you received today. You can register and log in using this ID and your password. On JobQuest, you can search for jobs, locate training, programs, and hiring events, and this is where we post our employers' jobs. We encourage you to complete a full profile on JobQuest so it will be able to match your skills to open job orders. If you're collecting unemployment, you know that they want you to keep work search logs. But even if you're not, there are ways that keeping track of your job search activities helps you. It helps you to keep organized in your job search. If you're following particular companies or positions, it helps you to track those. Certainly, you may see that something has changed. You've updated a resume or you're using a different approach or a different website. It might highlight trends so you can see what's working best for you. And certainly, follow-up is very important, and having good logs can help you to do that. Certainly a thank you note following an interview, but at other steps along the way, it is useful if you are able to do some follow-up. This is a work search log. It's a sample. We have some printed out here. You're welcome to use these forms from unemployment or to create a record for yourself using a Word document, or Excel. If you file an unemployment claim, work search records are required, and unemployment can ask to review logs for any week of your claim. But even if you're not collecting, the work search logs can be very helpful. Just a little bit about using the Career Center. Our policies and guidelines are designed to allow you to get the most out of your time. So the first one thing we ask is please, no kids. Childcare arrangements should be made prior to your visit. Please do not bring food or drink into the Career Center. We've had a couple coffee disasters. We don't want to repeat that. We do have water coolers if you need to drink. The telephones, computers, and other resources are meant for job search and educational purposes only. And the one we chase people for the most, cell phones. Don't turn them off. We don't want you to miss an important call, but please set them on vibrate and take the call away from other job seekers. In Lawrence, the area between the two sets of doors at the front is fine. And if you cannot keep an appointment, again, something you're scheduled for here, please let us know as soon as you know, so we can either reschedule you or make sure that you understand what your options are. We ask for feedback all the time. We're here to assist you, and your feedback helps us to improve our services. You will be given a survey every time you attend a workshop here. There are surveys in the resource room that you can complete anytime you have a thought you'd like to share. The management does see the results of these surveys, and they do not sit in all of our workshops or in the resource room all day, so it's really helpful for them to know about what's going on. Also, if you ever feel like you have not been treated right here, please let us know. And if there's a problem and it's not addressed, you have the right to file a grievance. The information for doing that is in your packet, although I sincerely hope that you never need to do that here. The Reemployment Services and Eligibility Assessment Program. If you file an unemployment claim, you may be selected to participate in the RACIA program. You will be required to complete certain tasks to demonstrate your understanding of the components of an effective job search. The Department of Labor directs, funds, and oversees this program nationwide. Contact us right away if you are notified that you must take part. Congratulations! Now you're a member of Mass Hire Merrimack Valley Career Center and the Massachusetts One-Stop Career Center system. Please notify a staff member at the Resource Room kiosk that you've completed the Career Center seminar. Our staff member will review your next steps with you.